As we all probably know, the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection has been shut down in 2014. Recently there has been a new breakthrough for the Nintendo DS, which now allows anyone to play online using custom servers. This is especially impressive because unlike the Wii, this does not require any homebrew to work. Let's get started. How to play NDS games online, no modification, original hardware and emulator. Credits: Shutterbug 200, the exploit NDS constraint. Cairo team, the custom server that takes advantage of the exploit. Any custom server will probably work. Pragma tutorial. Estimated time of completion of tutorial: less than 10 minutes. Requirements: first, DeSmuME supported device and a ROM or original hardware and a game cartridge. Flashcards and even DSi Menu++ work. Original hardware requires a WEP supported Wi-Fi connection. WPA2 is what you're using right now. If you need a WEP Wi-Fi connection, read in preparation. If you're new to DeSmuME, you need to install WinPCAP. Preparation: original hardware DS, DS Lite, DSi, 3DS, new 3DS, 2DS, new 2DS. The only preparation original hardware needs is a Wi-Fi connection itself. But you can't just fire up settings, click Thanos car Wi-Fi and pop in your pass, which is of course all things balanced as they should be. This is because NDS only support WEP connections, some games but barely any support WPA, which is still ancient, so you're gonna have to custom up a connection. What I do is with an Android phone, I just make a hotspot set to open in hotspot settings and then connect via the NDS. Once connected, most newer phones let you add a device to the whitelist allowed devices list that's handled by MAC address. So simply connect, whitelist, settings, allow only whitelisted devices. Done. Now you have an open supported Wi-Fi connection that no one can abuse. DeSmuME PC. Requirements: first, possibly Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi. Second, NDS, firmware.bin and BIOS NDS7.bin and BIOS NDS9.bin files from a DS system. They may be available online. I can't link you. Steps: download the latest DeSmuME, and when I mean latest commit, not latest version on the website. Nightly builds: scroll down a bit and download the newest one. Top of the list, make sure you get x64 if your system is 64-bit. Second, extract it somewhere. I recommend program files if you're willing to. Right click the exe, properties, compatibility, run this program as an administrator near the bottom, OK. This is because without running as admin it often has trouble with read-write permissions. Doing this allows all shortcuts to it and such to run as admin without having to right-click Run as admin. Third, open the emulator and click Config Wi-Fi settings. These settings may work different for you. Tick Enable Wi-Fi emulation. Change it from ad hoc to infrastructure. Change the bridge adapter to whatever device you have your settings on. Do note, I have Ethernet, you may need Ethernet for this. Click OK. Fourth, now you need to place the firmware and BIOS files next to the DeSmuME.exe file. Fifth, click Config Emulation Settings. Tick Use external BIOS images and in the fields just set them to BIOS NDS9.bin and BIOS NDS7.bin by typing, no need to browse files. Tick Use external firmware image and again just type firmware.bin, but also tick boot from firmware like the NDS. Cool enough, with these done, you also get the original DS menu and improved game performance. Using a custom server with no modification with NDS constraint. First, open your game and get to a point where you can enter Wi-Fi connection settings. Pokemon games require you to get into your house and save, and then you can actually do settings. Click Connection Settings, Connection 1, and just set up your router. Emulator will have soft AP with no password automatically pop up. It will try testing the connection once set up. It will fail here as the DS is trying to connect to the official servers and notes how it's gone. Once it fails, back out to connection settings click on connection 1, scroll down to auto obtain DNS and set it to no, and edit the primary DNS to 178.62.43.212 and the secondary DNS to either your ISP's DNS or Google's DNS 8.8.8.8 or Cloudflare's new DNS, recommended 1.1.1.1. Secondary DNS doesn't actually matter that much. If it ends up using secondary DNS, then the custom server and primary DNS is dead or down. Fourth, save settings. You can test it now if you wish. Done. Play online. Spread this tutorial so we can get a big player base. Revive Mario Kart. Explain, mister. Why this is different to other tutorials and why people are talking about custom servers for the Nintendo DS all of a sudden is because of NDS constraint being found. In a very summed down too long didn't read, it basically bypasses a check on connections made between the server and the Nintendo DS that makes sure it's from Nintendo and not spoofed by a third party. Research man in the middle attack. Previously, before this bypass was found, to be able to use custom servers, people had to patch every single game they wanted to run. I believe this can be done by patching the ROM files with third-party software, flash cards only in this case, or for original cartridges use an action replay code, which for me anyway never really worked, seems to have been way too specific to each game and region. Because of NDS constraint, we don't have to do anything except change the DNS so that we can change the DNS resolve for, let's say, wfc.nintendo.com to wfc.wiiPlaza.com. Then wfc.wiiPlaza.com would go ahead and use the NDS constraint exploit to bypass the check on Nintendo DS games. This is huge. You really should realize how big this is. It's now possible to play any game online as long as it's supported by the server, without modifying ROMs, cartridges or consoles apart from changing one setting. Proof: mystery gift via Wi-Fi connection is running on Pokemon Soul Silver. That's all for this video. I hope you liked it. Like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching.